Hello everyone and welcome to another live session. Today we are going to be doing something different. This is actually part 2 of my RU suspect laddering thing, and I wasn't really comfortable with my RU teams, and the only team that I wanted to use was the hyper offensive team with hazard stacking with the Amistar. If you haven't seen that, I highly suggest you see that, because Amistar wrecks some faces with some hazards in this tier. But what I did is actually just go on the Smogon and the team showcast, and this is what I came up with. I actually tried going to use something unconventional, something that I am not used to doing at all. So this is actually a Trick Room team, as you can see. Like this team screams Trick Room. I have 4 Trick Room setters, a CBS Cavalier, I believe, and a Life Orb Pangoro. So that's what we're actually going to be trying. I'm just gonna pause it until I find a battle. So I did find a battle against everything but a Trick Room team. This thing might have taunt, so I'm actually not going to lead with it. I'm not actually going to lead. He might lead with this, so I'm just gonna lead off with the Cavalier, actually, predicting the Lipard to lead, and that is actually what happens. I am choice banned. Nothing on his team really wants to take this Mega Horn, so I'm just gonna click Mega Horn. As I'm just gonna do it again. He goes into Marowak. Marowak is not gonna like that. Marowak actually straight up dies. Cavalier, you beast. That is over 600 attack. Marowak cannot take that. It just cannot. Sigilif does not learn. Oh, of course you miss. My Pangoro doesn't have guts. Wait, does it get guts? I have no idea whether it gets guts or not. It doesn't get guts. So I'm just gonna go into my Cofagrigus, because the Cofagrigus is probably my best player right here. I do get burned, which I predicted actually. I was gonna get burned. So what I can do now is just set up an SD pod. Bring things back to equal. As I'm gonna Trick Room. Actually gonna get my Trick Room up for the very first time this game. Hopefully it pays off. He actually doesn't like that. So now I do outspeed his Lipard, and I can just kill it with a hidden power fighting. At least I do believe Cofagrigus can kill this with a hidden power oh, that is very unfortunate. So he thought I would be getting greedy, and he was right. He might actually just go for U-turn right now. No, he does not. He knocks off my choice band. That's now he knows why I did knock out his Marowak. So good for you, buddy. So he goes into Arbok right now. I don't really care. If I would have been CB, that would have been really close to knocking you out. I can go for an Iron Head right now. I don't really fear anything from this thing. I can probably take, but I don't have to. I have Bronzong. There's nothing I have to fear from this Arbok. So he actually goes for Sucker Punch. That would definitely not have killed my Cavalier. But what I can do now is actually apply some pressure with the Self Rocks. As I'm gonna go for Trick Room, and then I'm just going to explode. So that's what I do. I just explode right here. So he does go for Cosmic Power again, getting a bit greedy in my opinion. And here I do suspect that Crunch will kill. I have no idea. I'm not running any Calyx because I'm not taking this game all too serious, because this Trick Room team is just for having fun. And I actually quite like it already. Like it's alright. It does well against this thing, and especially Choice Bandit Cavalier surprised me by knocking out the Marowak at once, because Marowak does not have bad defenses. Marowak actually has 110 base defense. He does have shitty HP stat, but no, actually it's 1200. So I'm not displeased. So I actually instantly find a new one, and he does have a Dragalge, which which does benefit from the Trick Room ads. And looking at it, he might be running a Trick Room team himself. He might be running a Trick Room Brownzone and Trick Room this thing. So, Yep. So I'm just gonna leave it as Cavalier again because Cavalier kind of rapes his team. I'm gonna go for knockoff. So that was actually pretty good. I'm not really sure whether I want to double out into my Bronzong and get a Brock of my own, because that obviously would be really nice, and I'm just gonna do that. Yeah. Okay, well, you cannot do a whole lot to me, I believe. So I'm just gonna get set up some Stealth Frogs of my own. Oh, that actually did do a lot. Not really sure whether that's banned. What I can do is actually just go into the Slow King. I'm just banking on the fact that it's banded right now, and then I predict to switch into the Abomasnow, as I did click Fire Blast. So if that hits, Abomasnow is dead. So that's really good for me. Slow King actually putting in work. So Slow King actually didn't get a single turn last game. So he might go Explosion. So I'm just gonna go into the Cofagrigus, predicting that, as he does do that. So, but now he gets a free switch into the Dragalge and just straight up kill something, I believe. No, it doesn't actually do that. Oh, we Speed High. We do Speed High. Everything's Speed High except for Scavalier. Some damage on this thing would be just great. I mean, I do have 0 speed IVs. Yeah, we should Speed High. But he wins the Speed High twice. Bit unfortunate. But I do have Pangoro, which will do very well against this thing. I'm not setting up Trick Room. That's my problem. So I'm going to the standard .png and just gonna go for a Crunch. Yeah, I actually figured that he would want to keep that, but I'm probably faster. Oh, as I don't knock out. I'm not playing too great this game. What I can do now actually is just go into Slow King. And finally get up that well-deserved Trick Room. So he's obviously gonna protect right here, which I could predict and go into the Choice Band of the Scavalier and then knock something out with the Iron Head, because even the Rhyperior isn't taken too. As he goes into the Reuniclus, that was a really good play in this part. But I'm actually slower, so what I can do is just go for a Mega Horn and do lots and lots of damage to something. Well, Rhyperior can take one probably really well. And you cannot knock me out in one hit, and I can probably 2-hit KO you. So I'm just gonna go Iron Head. So that's really good for me. Oh, he does crit me. That's a bit unfortunate. What he can do now is actually just protect with the Aromatiz, and then kill me with a Moonblast. That is really unfortunate that happened. Unless he has Iron Ball Dragalge, then he's not going to be outslowing me, and I can hit it with an Iron Head. Come on, Escavalier. This thing might be specs. I'm just gonna set up a Trick Room. If he goes for the... Oh, what I should have done is actually gone into Reuniclus, because this thing is my winning condition. Going for the Trick Room, and this probably does ensure my win. I can just go for Surf on this, Surf on the Rhyperior, and then Dragalge is gonna die on switching. Dragalge does die on switching, and now I can just at least do lots and lots of damage with Surf on the Rhyperior, and knock him out to a range where... Oh, never mind. So that was the end of this game. I'm just gonna look for another one. I'm gonna pause it until we find one. So I did find a battle, and this is definitely not a Trick Room team. This team actually relies on speed quite a bit. It does look like Reuniclus can put in some work. But as always, I can take one hit with the Scavalier from every single one of his mons. So I'm just gonna lead with that and just do massive damage with something. He does lead with the Registeel, and I don't want to go Drill Run because that gives him a free switch into the Golbat and just grants him initiative. So I'm actually just gonna go Knockoff, which doesn't do a whole lot, but it's alright. And now I can switch in Reuniclus as it goes for Seismic Toss. That doesn't do a whole lot. So now I can just set up a Trick Room and start doing work on this team. Durand actually has a lot of defense. He might go Crunch. I have legitimately no idea what this set could be. Even though this is my winning condition, well, one of my winning conditions, I just really want a lot of damage on Durand. Oh, so I actually end up taking it out. I'm sorry. That probably mattered. I have no idea about damage rolls in Durand. I know it has shit special defense, but massive defense. So it's 48, 50. I highly doubt that mattered. It might not have mattered, or definitely really close to knocking it out anyways. So what I can do is actually just calc it to see if it mattered. So Reuniclus, OU Trick Room. Yeah, and then we go to Durand. Let's say it's Choice Banded. Shadow Ball does not knock out. What nature is Reuniclus? Quiet nature? It is quiet nature, so that crit mattered. If I had up Stealth Routes, that crit would not have mattered. But I'm just gonna go for the Focus Blast, as that actually does a shit ton as well. Let's go Reuniclus. I told you before this game started that Reuniclus was going to be putting in some work, and it does put in some work. That Life Orb Magic Guard is really good. Yeah, the calc is with a Life Orb. Very unfortunate for his Durand that I critted him, because that probably would have taken me out. Maybe in one hit, I have no idea. But now it goes into Golbat. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're doing this, but I can just do a lot of damage to you. I'm just gonna go Trick Room again. Here goes Brave Bird. Probably not the best play right there. So I get another kill, and I get a free hit on something as well. So in comes Heliolisk, and Focus Blast will knock it out, but I have that comfortable of a lead where I can just go for Psyshock. Unless Heliolisk learns like a priority move, which I don't know. I changed my mind. The crit isn't okay. In comes Dragalge. I am sorry, but Dragalge doesn't take those anymore. So Waikanu's just fire off Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball does a shit ton to town growth. And now Now I'm basically deciding how I want to kill this thing. It's alright though. I'm just gonna set up Trick Room. Yeah, Sunny Day Sweep, definitely. Just blow up in his face, please. Oh wow. That didn't do anything. Now I can go just into Rodriguez and knock out with the Shadow Ball. Probably wasn't the best play, but that was the only thing that I wanted to take a knock off. Yeah, he's actually right. My Bronzong is actually really slow. He makes a valid point right there. I mean, 63 base speed. That's just pathetic. But actually, this does allow it to outslow things like Reuniclus. So, however, I'm not just going to continue this conversation. I'm actually going to look for one more battle. Oh, we're actually only 16 minutes in, and I've already won 3 games. So this is actually looking really good. This team doesn't really. If this is hyper offense without hazards? No, you are the hazard setter, like 100%. So I'm just gonna go into Bronzong. And I don't really fear the Archeops. He's gonna leave with Archeop. Oh, that actually does work out. So I'm just gonna get Trick Room. Trick Room, and then I kind of feel like exploding straight away. It doesn't have a way of getting rid of hazards, and that does break some potential sashes. However, I don't really know how to deal with this thing otherwise. So I actually just gonna explode. I don't even care. That is gonna kill something. I could actually set up rocks, but I kinda couldn't in the same way. So you just decide to go into Archeops. Archeops doesn't like taking that at all. So now I'm just gonna go into Rodriguez and set up a nasty plot. And now I can just freely Shadow Ball. I did not expect that to do that much. So down goes Archeops. And after this I can just Trick Room again and start doing a lot. Yeah, I mean that's kind of cute, but 120, 60. That might cost me like a lot. I wanted to set up Trick Room right there. I was completely thinking that I did as well. Thank you, Bangora, for being reliable. I just completely blanked right there. That was just shit. So now something has to take a hit. I'm sorry, dude. 90% accuracy. Shouldn't Slowbro be taking anything right now? Well, it's always worth a go. It's always worth a go. Oh. I didn't expect that to knock. Oh my god. I lost because I misclicked. Like, big time. You can take one, Nicholas. I have faith in you. Have a little faith in me. You can actually take one. Let's go. So, yeah, GG. So I lost because I misclicked because I got, I don't know, I got distracted or something, a bit cocky. So that's my first loss in this suspect thingy. Oh, it shouldn't even have been a loss. I really won that. But I just clicked the wrong freaking button. Oh well. New round, new chances. Watch me lose this one as well. No, I'm just gonna leave with Brown Zong. Yeah, like, Brown Zong is slow as fuck already, so let's just give this guy a mental hurt. Okay, we've already seen what happens when these two collide. I'm just gonna explode. Runica is actually probably my best switch looking at his team. So now I can just go for Shadow Ball, kill something. I don't think Runiclus can, no, Among Us can take one of those. Incub's Alamomola, that's just great. You're going to die to a Focus Blast. Oh, of course. Like, definitely. Oh, so that's another one. I'm just gonna get one more, and this is going to be the last one. So I did crit him, and that crit didn't matter. But so I do have the mental hurt with Brown Zong, so that's really good. As Doublade does kind of wall Brown Zong, but if he does that, then I just get a free switch into the Cofagrigus, and I can just start spamming Shadow Ball, or this thing, I can just do naughty things to him in general. Setting up rocks is not a bad idea. I mean, these spikes are going to be a bit annoying, but they're not going to be doing that much altogether. So, this pussy guy joined me. Oh, whatever floats you're about. Well, I do like vagina as well, so man. So, I don't agree. Like I just don't. So Slowbro cannot deal with the majority of his team. However, Uniclus can. So we're just gonna be doing that. And the Psyshock. Yeah, you should just fodder that thing just to waste another turn of Trick Room. So now I have one turn left. This guy, do you die? Or are you just baiting the Shadow Ball, which will give you a safe switch into the Pidgeot? Oh, no. That wasn't too bad. I know it can take one, but I don't really want to. So I'm just gonna go into Cofagrigus. as you probably don't have anything to hit me super effectively with, as now I can just trick room. Okay, you're kind of giving me a free win right here, aren't you? Oh, I got greedy and punished. Why do I keep doing it? I should just should kill the guy. In comes Double. I'm just gonna knock off. I don't even care what you can do to me. In comes Pidgeot. Pidgeot does not like taking those. Well, you cannot get rid of these rocks anyway. So if you switch out Pidgeot right now, you die. Otherwise, you're gonna get +1 Cobalion. But I mean, I've caught Grigus. So that's good for me. If you go out in Cobalion, I do have Grigus, which completely walls the majority of Cobalion stats. I'm just gonna go into Grigus, and we're going to test that out. He might just full switch, predicting that, and then that will grant him a safe switch into Dragology. That would have been really bad. So I'm gonna trick room right here. Oh, he does have Taunt. That's good for him. So now I just Shadow Ball. It's gonna do damage to something. Okay, so that thing dies, just straight up dies. Yeah, I should have known that. 0 switch-ins. That's kind of true. That is kind of true. What do I do? I'm just gonna fodder this thing. Dragon Pulse. Was that a misplay? Was good sir? Was that a misplay? I mean, probably was. Just gonna go into Scavalier. And wait, can I actually do is just go Drill Run because it hits all 3 of his remaining members for super effective damage. Oh, he isn't. I really thought this thing was Specs. So in comes Slowking. And in comes Trick Room. Or not. Damn, this Dragology is doing a number on my team. You don't have to do this. You don't. So I'm just gonna Trick Room again. I mean, he cannot knock me out. This thing can knock me out. This thing can knock me out. If I get up this Trick Room, I straight up win. Hopefully. Yeah, because I should just go for the save move on the Cobalion just to get off some damage. I mean, Psyshock is pretty safe. Unless he goes out of Doublade, he's probably calculating it whether that would work or not. But I'm just gonna pause it until he makes a move. So he does decide to go out on Cobalion, and I do have Hammer Arm and I do have Crunch. But is that going to knock you out? So I'm just gonna go Psyshock. I mean, Psyshock does quite some damage. Is he Volt Switches? I have no idea why you went for the Volt Switch right there. Oh, maybe Shadow Sneak does knock me out from this amount of HP. It does. He probably calced that. No, that was pretty decent play on his part. What I can do now is just Crunch. Oh, a Trick Room does run out, so I'm actually going to lose this one. Yeah, GG dude. You played that really well at the end. So, I lost twice. This session was alright. I won a couple. I think I played like 6 games. So, wait, let me just check my rank. Look at that UU. Look at that UU. Me being and just bragging right now. So I'm 12-3 in RU Suspect test right now. I think I need a coil of 2400. So I'm only at 1100, which is pathetic. Like really pathetic. after 15 games. I'm not too happy with it. But again, I'm just gonna try continue this. This was only like a 30-minute session. I think I played like 6 or 7 games, so I'm really happy with this session. I'm actually really liking this team. It was a lot of fun. It didn't really work all the time, and if I didn't choke that one game, I would have only lost this last game. And this guy played really good around my Trick Room team, so props to him. And maybe I could have played it a bit better. Maybe preserving some more Pokemon here and there would actually help me out. But well, Trick Room team is kind of hyper offense, but you need to turn extra. But then you're actually going to demolish the world with Reuniclus, and I shouldn't. My problem is I get too greedy when like Nasty Roomcoff Agrigas is that good, and I'm just like, yeah, I will fuck the world. So Nasty Plot. Oh wait, you have Encore? Oh bollocks. So now I have to switch again. So like these mons are individually really good, and I really like this team. It was a lot of fun to play with. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed this Are You Suspect test thingy. More to follow. I'm gonna do more of these, and hopefully I will see you in part 3.